Why do so many men lose a woman's attraction without even realizing it? What if I told you the secret to keeping a woman drawn to you isn't about looks, money, or fancy words, but about mastering yourself? The moment you become unshakable, women start chasing you. And the best part? It's backed by psychology. But wait. Before we begin, please subscribe to ensure that you never miss out on any of my essential content. Attraction isn't about chasing, it's about presence. Most men make the mistake of over-investing in relationships, thinking they need to impress or prove themselves. But here's the truth. Women are biologically wired to be drawn to a man who is emotionally stable, self-sufficient, and in control of his own life. This is where Stoicism comes in. It's an ancient philosophy that teaches emotional mastery, and in the world of dating, it's a game changer. By the end of this video, you'll understand how female psychology works, why emotional control is your greatest weapon, and how to naturally attract women without even trying. Let's dive in. Let's start with something most men get wrong, thinking attraction is purely physical. While looks can create initial interest, they don't build deep, lasting attraction. What truly makes a woman feel drawn to a man is emotional security. Women are naturally wired to seek out men who provide stability, men who can remain calm under pressure, who don't let emotions dictate their actions, and who can navigate life's challenges with confidence. This is exactly what Stoicism teaches. A man who masters his emotions is a man who never gives off needy, unstable energy. And that alone makes him attractive. Now, let's talk about the chase, or rather, why you should never do it. Chasing a woman, constantly seeking her approval, or over-texting signals one thing: weakness. The moment a woman senses you're putting her on a pedestal, she loses interest. Why? Because attraction isn't built through validation. It's built through mystery and self-sufficiency. A man who is focused on his purpose, his growth, and his mission naturally becomes more desirable. He doesn't need to chase, because his energy alone pulls women in. But here's the key: women will test you. Sometimes it's intentional, sometimes it's subconscious, but women push a man's buttons to see how he reacts under pressure. And this is where mastering emotional control comes in. A Stoic man doesn't get rattled by emotional swings. He doesn't snap when provoked or become defensive when criticized. Instead, he remains grounded, showing her through his actions that he is a rock, unshakable, reliable, and in control. This is the kind of man women respect and feel safe with. Finally, the most important mindset shift: non-attachment. The second you need someone to feel complete, you lose power. Women can sense when a man is desperate for their approval, and that energy is repelling. But when you adopt an abundance mindset, when you understand that you are already whole with or without a partner, your energy shifts. You stop trying to impress. You stop seeking validation. And paradoxically, that's when attraction happens naturally. So, how do you actually apply Stoicism to dating? The first step is to stop overthinking. Most men sabotage their chances with women because they're stuck in their heads, analyzing every text, every response, every possible outcome. But a Stoic man lets go of the need for external validation. He focuses on self-improvement, on becoming the best version of himself, rather than obsessing over someone else's opinion. Then comes one of the biggest challenges: handling rejection and tests. A Stoic man understands that rejection is neutral. It's not about him, it's just a mismatch. Instead of taking it personally or reacting emotionally, he shrugs it off and moves forward. And guess what? Women notice this. A man who isn't fazed by rejection or by small emotional tests is a man who earns respect. Finally, to develop a magnetic presence, you have to shift your focus inward. High-value men don't seek attention, they naturally attract it. They're comfortable in their own skin, they move with certainty, and they don't feel the need to prove themselves. True confidence isn't arrogance, it's knowing who you are, being firm in your values, and never letting external factors shake you. A lot of men think they need to be overly charming or talkative to attract women. But in reality, less is more. A man who listens more than he speaks, who responds rather than reacts, and who holds his frame in any situation will always have an edge over a man who constantly tries to prove himself. The more you work on yourself, the more naturally attractive you become. When you stop chasing, you start leading. Most guys get nervous when they text a woman and don't get an immediate response. They overanalyze, wonder what went wrong, and sometimes double text out of insecurity. But a Stoic man? He doesn't react. He knows his value. He doesn't chase, he attracts. And that is the fundamental shift that changes everything in dating. When a man starts treating himself as the prize, women begin to notice him differently. They start chasing him. This is why confidence is so crucial. But confidence doesn't come from external validation. It comes from knowing that, no matter what happens, you'll be fine. It's about being completely comfortable in your own skin. A Stoic man doesn't care whether a woman likes him or not because he's already content with himself. Ironically, this mindset is what makes women want to be around him even more. Think about the kind of men women fantasize about. It's not the guy who constantly tries to please them. It's the guy who knows his worth and stands firm in his beliefs. Women respect strength, and that strength comes from inner security, not external validation. A man who is calm, composed, and unshaken by outside forces is a man who is naturally attractive. So, how can you start applying Stoicism to your own life? Begin by focusing on your own mission. Stop prioritizing women over your purpose. When you're fully engaged in building your best life, whether that's in business, fitness, or personal development, your energy changes. You become more attractive because you're radiating self-sufficiency. Women want to be around a man who is going somewhere in life. Next, start embracing solitude. Many men struggle with being alone, but a Stoic man understands that solitude is where real growth happens. When you stop fearing loneliness and start using it as an opportunity to develop yourself, you become stronger. And that strength is magnetic. Also, control your emotions. Women naturally test men to see how they handle pressure. If you're easily rattled, they lose trust in you. But when you remain composed, when you respond with logic instead of emotion, you instantly set yourself apart from other men. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think modern men lack Stoic traits in relationships? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're ready to master attraction by mastering yourself, subscribe now, because this is just the beginning. At the end of the day, attraction isn't about tactics, tricks, or manipulation. It's about who you are at your core. The more emotionally grounded, self-sufficient, and confident you become, the more naturally women will be drawn to you. Stop chasing, start leading. With that said, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. And until next time.